How's everybody doing? I was just sitting here working away silently and kind of forgot I was streaming. Oh well. So we're struggle bussing today. We are struggling to get sound. Let's check sound. Let's do baby steps on this. Do I got sound? I don't give up very easily. We're back at it. We're back at it. So I had to do a complete like I guess let's start over. So for those of you that are just joining in right now, we tried doing this a little bit earlier. Things did not go well. Things did not go well. We got to, I think, about coral 13 or 11, probably 13, and the stream kind of went sideways on us. And shame on me for not checking the video prior to actually sitting down to do this. But there's a lot of things to do. Lots to do. So we're going to give this another go. And if this doesn't work this time, I'm going to take my coral and go home. But hopefully it works a little bit better this time. Had to completely rebuild the whole stream. And yeah. So I got to share this a couple times to some folks, and then we'll kind of get back into this and see how it goes. See how it goes, because we're live and things happen and things don't work out, and we just get back up on the horse and we try again. That's what we do. I got it on top chat. That's why I'm not seeing anything. Live chat. There we go. All right, I see things now. Loud and clear. Thanks, John. What's up, everyone? Sounds good. Camera focus is good, but zooms out a little. Well, let's take a look at that here. I think my lighting's a little jacked up. That's what's going on. It's probably focusing on something else other than this head. Looking over here to the side or something. I got one more place that I want to share. This. Go on the old Mad Hatter's Facebook page. Often neglected. We got to get back to that a little bit. I think I figured out my problem. That only took me a couple hours. I've been working on it nonstop the whole time. When you buy a very expensive computer, even though that it's a couple years old at this point, you kind of just expect things to work, and that definitely was not the case. All right, so we got that done. We got this done. Here we are. So Jet's saying he'll take one and go home as well. I'll ship it to you, man. You don't have to take it. We got that covered. I didn't update that, so we will talk through that to some degree. But before we get too far into this, for those of you that are interested in participating in today's or this evening's or this afternoon's live sale, which was supposed to be earlier this afternoon, and we had a horrible flop, but we figured it out. At least I hope at this point. At least I hope. All right, so this is how you can participate in today's live sale. All right, folks, so we're over at coralsunlimited.com, and if you want to participate in tonight's live sale, look for the logo in the upper left-hand corner, just below that, Live Corals. Next to that, live sale, click on that, and it's going to bring you to this page right here. You find that item 29, can't live without it, gotta have it, need it. click on that, and then it's going to bring you to the sales page. Select add to cart, and then once you add it to your cart, you will be able to check out by pushing the big giant blue button that says checkout. Next screen is going to bring you to a couple different options. So if you have shopped with us before, your information will automatically load. If you have not shopped with us, you'll have to put in your email address, and just below your email address it's going to say delivery method. So if you need shipping, this is where you're going to select shipping. But if you live close enough to us that you want to do local pickup, that is an option as well. Putting your shipping address or verify it, make sure that it is correct. And then at the bottom, there's a little button. Click on that. It's going to bring you to the next screen, which your information will reload. Make sure that you have live coral, FedEx overnight shipping if you do actually need shipping, and that is a flat rate of $50. And if you exceed $350, you get free shipping. Put in your payment information, and you're off to the races. Clear as mud. Something that we needed to address also, because I didn't get into too much detail, shipping. So the shipping price is a flat rate of $50, and if you spend $350, you will get free shipping. If you happen to be a local customer, just select, like we talked about in that little video there, select local pickup, and you can come into the store and pick up your corals during regular business hours. One thing that I would wait for in that is for the notification that says your corals are ready to pick up, and we should be ready for you once that message has been sent out to you. Jennifer asks, Rest is good fish for a 10-gallon tank. Generally, no, they're not. Most of them are going to grow a little bit too big for that. There is one wrasse out there that's good for, I'm going to say nano tanks. I'm going to use that very sparingly. I'm going to say between 20 to 30 gallons, which anything 30 gallons or less is technically a nano. The possum wrasse would be one to take a look at for sure. We do have one here in the store currently, and they are a neat little fish. A little pricey, but they are definitely a neat little fish. All right, so we already went through how to order. We talked about shipping, so flat rate $50. The free shipping at $350, and then over on the website coralsunlimited.com in the live sales section, if you see, I did it. Almost wanted to go this way. I did it because it's backwards. You see this thumbnail? That is the thumbnail that you're looking for. So when you see item 1, gotta have it, need to have it, love it. You want this thumbnail, and it's a live sale item number 1. All right, so this is where we went wrong last time. But you guys ready for some corals? About 15 of us watching right now. If you guys can hit the like button. Here we go. So where we hit the snag last time was item 12. So if we make it past item 12 or 13, somewhere in there, we'll be all right. So let's see how this goes. Item number 1, we got a Ultra A can. These guys have been with us for a couple weeks now. They're looking pretty good. ACI A cans. We got an order in from them a couple weeks ago. So they're pretty good. Pretty good shape, growing out, looking pretty fluffy and happy. This is item number 2. We got Yoda zoanthids. This is actually a new drop price on the Yoda zoanthids out here on the live sale. We've had them on here for a while. So those are definitely a pretty awesome little zoanthid. Hopefully we got everything going good here. Sounds good, all that stuff. So bicolored frog spawn, item number 3. Regular retail price would be, for a single head, about $70. It can be a little bit more than that in some areas. Live sale price on this guy is $45. $45 for the bicolored frog spawn. So TNN asked if we'll be doing an affiliate program. This is something I've been giving a lot of thought to as of late, being that I am a YouTuber and I know the value of YouTube. There is, some thought that we've been putting into this because obviously, being a business and knowing the value that a lot of people create here on YouTube. And being one of them, that's something that we definitely have thought quite a bit about. Um, I'm still doing the Mad Hatter thing, and that's kind of like my own channel, even though that we're streaming here on this channel and it being, the sales through Corals Unlimited. Corals Unlimited does have its own YouTube channel, but you need to have, I think it's a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and we haven't hit that number yet over there. So we've been kind of bouncing between the Facebook page, which the Facebook page is primarily our local customers. I think kind of just recently we were starting to see a little bit more from folks that are not from the local area jump on there. But as soon as the channel Corals Unlimited hits 1,000 subscribers, we'll start doing live sales over there. We might still do them here on Matahaz Reef here on occasion, but I've been kind of battling, where I want the Mad Hatter Reef channel to go. I got some ideas, but hopefully we'll get there. But to answer your question, affiliate program, definitely something that we've been thinking about. Haven't started it yet, and it'd be kind of, more or less the honor system because I'm not going to pay some company to third party that. Where is the purple monster? So I think we already had one pop up, if I remember correctly here. I don't want to open up too much on the computer at the moment, but there should be one. If you go scrub back on the live sale, I think we already had one, like it was item number 2 or something like that. The problem on the Corals Unlimited live sale page is it's not organized 1 through 2, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You might have to look for it because it's not in sequence for whatever reason. You would think that it is in sequence, but it's not. So you might have to look through the page to find item, whichever the purple monster was. Which what I see on the back end of YouTube is actually a little bit further behind than where we're actually at. So let me see. Because item 2 is the Yodas. Item 1 was an Acan. Might be item 3. It's the purple monster. Nope, item 3 is the bicolored frog spawn. Not sure. I'll keep an eye out there for you. Item number 10 is a purple blasto. This guy's super meaty, super happy in the system that we have it in. It's even more fluffier than it is in that footage right there. Item 11, we got the Duncans, 2-headed Duncan. So on the question on the purple monster, that is item number 4. 2-headed frag there, 2 polyp frag. As far as I can tell from what I've seen on the back end with the store, that is, should be still available. Take a look here. Yep, item number 4 is still available. What do I recommend for a 10-gallon fish tank? So saltwater fish, we actually just set up the 13.5, the Evo 13.5 here at the store, and we got 2 fish in that so far, and one of which is, actually both of them, is clown gobies we have in there, the yellow clown gobies. If you guys have been a subscriber of this channel for a long time, you guys know that it's not like it was a fish that I wanted for a very long time, but then got to a place where I was not so happy with them because they killed a absolute ton of killed an absolute ton of acros in my 220-gallon system. If you search for the video rapid tissue necrosis, or RTN, on this channel, I haven't watched that video in a while, but I don't know if I directly blamed the clown goby or not, but I've seen it happen in enough other systems now that there's definitely some type of connection between acros not doing well and clown gobies. Oh, purple monster acro. That's what you were asking for. All right. Can't find one anywhere. Jake Adams. You know, I think Keith Berkelhammer may have a purple monster acro. And I do believe that there is a live sale that is going to be happening in honor of Jake Adams next weekend, or next Friday. I think there will be one next Friday. I'm not 100% certain on that. Might have just been something that popped up recently, but they might be doing a live sale. A bunch of his corals that came from the studio available real soon. Like literally, because I think next weekend is Reef Stock in Denver. I think that Friday they're doing a live sale, and then they're going to be selling some corals at Reef Stock, and then I think there's going to be a follow-up live sale the following Monday or something like that. But I'd check that out, see what they got going on over there. I didn't hear that. Somebody says that Polar Reef bought most of Jake's corals. Item number 19. So we're well past the trouble spot that we had last time. So hopefully we're good now. Item number 19, Miyagi Tort. This is an absolute bruiser of a Miyagi Tort. Regular retail price, $95. That's a deal just on that right there. So $53 is a super deal. And something that we didn't touch on at the top of the live sale. This is going to be running until Sunday night. So if you happen to jump across this live sale after the fact, these corals will be available until Sunday night, as long as nobody buys them between now and then. Item number 20 at the Fruit Loops. Item number 21, we got the Navi Sea Rod. Regular retail price $45. Live sale price $22. If you guys could do so for me, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like button. Appreciate it. If you got any questions about anything or topics that you want to talk about, feel free to leave one in the comment section. Item number 22, we got the Jason Fox Fairy Tales. Regular retail price $70. Live sale price $45. Item number 23, we got another Miyagi. They do really well for me. Amazing coloration. Like, that green is about as nuclear as it gets with purple tips. Regular retail price $65. Live sale price $42. We got some ACI red and yellow Ghani. Been super happy with us. Been with us for a couple weeks now. This is item number 24. Regular retail price $45. Live sale price $32. So Jets asks, you probably talked about this already, but how does it work with shipping if you order multiple items? So all you need to do is buy shipping one time. If you want to, you can literally just kind of go through the entire live sale and just put it all into checkout and then check out one time. But if you're worried about somebody else scooping up the coral that you are looking to get, you can buy them individually. And then what I would do is just one time buy the shipping, unless you are going to hit free shipping, and then do it one time and then just do local pickup for the rest of it. That should work fine. I'll be able to work that out. It'll be a little bit more work for me, but I'm not worried about that. Not worried about a little bit more work. I only was coming in today to do the live sale, and it ended up being a whole day thing to be able to get this thing out to you guys, because first one was a little bit of a flop, but we left it up. We leave our failures up. That's what we do here in Mad Hatter's Reef. I'm not worried about looking foolish. Live sale's not working. I don't care about that. Item number 27, we got a Cali Tort. It's a good price on that. Live sale price $62. I talked about this, I think, on the original stream that we tried to pull off. We got some sales going on the website as well. Not only do we sell, coral, but we got dry goods. The sales that we have going on right now is zoanthid frag packs. A lot of the zoanthids that you'll see in this live stream would be a part of the frag pack. And I think you can get a frag pack 10 for $150. And then we do a 5-pack as well for $75. So you can also check out our zoanthid section, and that's a pretty good representation of some of the corals or zoanthids that you would get in a frag pack. Got the pearl jams. Item number 29, $18 for some pearl jams. It's a pretty good buy. And we got another Cali Tort. This one's pretty beefy. Item number 30. How we doing? Hobbyist. This stuff, the horn coral, is like, this video of it, it's a couple of weeks old at this point. This thing is super fuzzy in the tank. Grows pretty well. You definitely need to give it some space. I had a coral that I got down at the Boston Reefers Fragsgiving from another Maine guy. Actually, I bought it while I was down there at the show, and a snail had to have pushed it into the horn coral that was pretty close to it. Not super close, but close enough that a snail made it happen. Pushed it into the horn coral and it nuked it. So horn coral is a pretty interesting, good beginner SPS coral, but you definitely need to make sure that you give it plenty of space because it will put a hurting on its neighbors if it comes in contact with them. Item number 33, we got some scrambled eggs. Regular retail price on those. There's quite a few heads. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sure there's more now. $40. Live sale price $27. Space Invader Pictinia. We just fragged up a bunch of this stuff. Actually did that. I don't know if it was a video or it was a stream, I think. No, it was a video. Showed you guys how I go about fragging this. We have a huge colony of it. And it's healed up pretty good, pretty quick. And the frags that we got off from it, there's a couple that got knocked over. I don't know if it was from the knocked over from a snail or the big goby that I have in there, but it's a couple that I'm going to have to re-glue. So TN Fish Keeper became a member of the Mad Hatter's Reef Club. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So something I don't really talk about a whole lot, but we do have the MH Reef Club, and usually on a video it says join. If you guys want to jump in on that, it's just one level. I don't have different levels, but there's some exclusive content that I've made for the MH Reef Club, and I got a couple of other videos that I got fired up for that, and appreciate TN for jumping in, being a member of the club. There's a couple of videos that I have up on that right now, and I got some more ready to go here pretty soon. That my goal was originally obviously one per month, but you know it's tough with all the fires I got going sometimes. You got the item 37. This is the only Hawkins that we got going on right now. Hopefully get some more frags. The colony is getting pretty big, so we'll probably be fragging that one here pretty soon. Next weekend, we're going to be in Connecticut. So if you guys are going to the New England Frag Farmers Market, we will be there. We will have a table. We're going to be bringing down a ton of coral for that. We're going to have some pretty good sales going on down there. We won't be doing a live sale next weekend. We will be going to Connecticut for that show. So if you are going as well, stop by, say hi, check out what we got for coral, and we'll be doing that next week. And we'll be driving down Friday night, and then getting set up Friday night, and then Saturday all day we'll be at the show. Room 119, I believe, is the room that we're in. Got the moonbeams, love those. Yeah, Jessica confirmed 119 as well. Montiporus spongotus. It's a really good beginner SPS coral. Cody says, love the podcast. Yeah, man, I put out a new episode every single week. A lot of work goes into that, and try to keep it going for you guys. Want to get some guests on. I actually mentioned a couple weeks ago the if you guys had any recommendations on people that you would want to have interviewed for the podcast. I did get some feedback from a couple guys. Chris Meckley came up a couple times. I actually, not this past order, which this is a ACI coral right here, the Ultra A-Cam. The last order that I did, I talked to Chris and asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast. He's like, yeah, man, let me know. And it's hard because, you know, the business, I'm running the business, I'm doing service, I got, you know, I'm creating content on the podcast, I'm doing the YouTube thing, and just schedule a time to sit down and talk with somebody. It's tough. It's tough, but that's 100% on me. I have talked to Chris and getting him on the podcast to talk about something other than pH, because that just about everybody that does a stream or has a podcast has talked to Chris about pH. I actually would just be interested in learning about the backstory of ACI. That would be something, how he got started, because, you know, being a business owner myself, you know, he started out of a garage, which I probably should have started out of a garage myself, even though I did sell coral out of the house. Just to be where he's at today, to hear that story would be pretty interesting to me. Jaden says Bahama Llama and Island Reefer. I'm not familiar with Island Reefer. Have to check that out. Is he a YouTuber? I've had Inappropriate Reefer, I think, twice on the podcast. We've talked Inappropriate Reefer a few times. I think he's going to be on Reef Bum here pretty soon. I joined up on the Reef Bum newsletter, and I think he rolled out his whole schedule. Or anytime he does an update, he puts it out there. So, yeah. Yeah, YouTube's a tough nut to crack these days as far as reef keeping goes. Item number 46, we got the mint candy cane. That's quite a few heads on there. Candy canes are pretty happy in this system. They're also happy in the fiberglass system, which I'm going to be doing some profiles. I got some work I'm doing on the fiberglass system, but I could do a video probably this week with you guys on the 8-foot custom build that we have in the middle room. The one that I film in most of the time. This is that system. Green hammer, 2 heads for $65. That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, the YouTube, Jaden says that I enjoy the YouTube better, a lot more helpful and educational. Definitely. I think, you know, for the long format stuff, like I think a lot of guys have started gravitating towards, at least the people that I kind of observe and watch. Like I've been watching a lot of Reef Bum stuff lately. And like the different people that he has on there, you know, like you never know what kind of little educational piece that's going to drop out in like a stream, because, you know, people are just asking questions, and, you know, something will come up. They're like, wow, I never knew that. You learned something. You gotta buy in and kind of watch the whole thing to, you know, get information. But Shy Ronnie, I love it. I love the videos, bud. I refer way back when. Yeah. Tennessee Reefer. My dream would be to sell freshwater plants, nano tanks. As much as I love coral, I love freshwater plants, but also gardening. They all kind of play into each other. Like I feel like, you know, growing coral and aquaculture and all that stuff is kind of like gardening to a degree. You know, it's a contained environment. You know, there's a little bit of chemistry that plays into it. You know, you got to cut the weeds back, and it's like this ongoing thing that you always have to be working on, you know, to get the best results possible. You know, and if you neglect it, it shows. You know, and if you're attentive and paying attention to it, it definitely shines. Got another purple blasto. These guys are huge. Super happy. Good price on that too. I think it was like a 3-head blasto for $38. Got some Pikachus, little yellow zoanthid, hard one to film. The center part, obviously blue is one of the hardest colors to kind of pick up, but that center of them is like a very light baby blue color, and then the oral disc into the skirt is a yellow. Do I know where Shy Ronnie is from? My Shy Ronnie experience is SNL. I don't know if there's anything beyond that. Jennifer, what fish can go in a 10-gallon with a clown goby? Clown gobies, I don't believe will eat fish. They're pretty small. They're, a full-grown clown goby is probably an inch and a half. The yellow clown gobies are a little bit smaller than your green clown gobies. The reason I like them is they're almost like a mixture of a couple different fish. So they act like a hawkfish. They perch. They don't really swim very much. There's a couple different variations of them. The yellow, in my opinion, is probably the prettier of them. And they are a meat eater, but they don't eat other fish, as far as I understand it. I would not put them in a tank with acros. I know there's people out there that will argue that a clown goby isn't going to do anything to an acro. I personally have had an experience, which I don't know if it was the clown goby itself or a bacteria issue that the clown goby spread throughout my tank, but I lost a lot of money in acros in my 220-gallon tank, which was the second to last tank that I had at the house. And I'd be very hesitant to put them into a tank with acros for sure. The 13.5 that we have set up here at the store was the 13.5 that I had at my house set up for a long time. And I don't have any intentions on putting any acros in there. I'm thinking about like a Zoo Garden, maybe some LPS in there. That's about it. But we had some clown gobies come in a couple weeks ago. We put two in that system. So we're winding down here. I don't think there's too many corals left. I think we get to 63, 64 corals this go around. Another horn coral. Absolutely looks stunning right there. Slightly bluish polyps and then the neon green base. And they get even fuzzier than this. I actually had a customer that was checking them out in the system. They're like, is it normal for them to be that fuzzy? And I don't really think so. It's probably a bad representation of that. But when they're happy, they're happy. Item number 58, we got the porn star zoanthids. Very nice red and blue zoanthid. $45. I know it's a price drop on that one. Then we got the green Rhodactis. This guy's been on the live streams for a while. Nobody's pulled the trigger on this one yet. He has, since this video, which I mentioned a while back that he was splitting, he split 3 different ways. So you're going to get 3 green Rhodactis mushrooms for $32 on that buy there. We got the sour apple bird's nest. Really good price on that guy, $28. Item number 60. We made it, folks. Even though with all those technical difficulties that we had, I just kicked the box still. Maybe that's what caused it the last time. Hopefully it doesn't cause a problem. I got a shipping box at my feet. But I didn't give up. This Ultra A can, super happy right now. You can see there's a little bit of die off there. Came in like that. But it's gotten way meatier. It almost looks like a little mini button scully right now. Reef Keep, Fish Keeper, sorry. Fish Keeper says, have a great night, friends. Talk to you soon, Jeff. I'm out for now. Hey, man, thanks for the membership sign up. Appreciate it. Got the emeralds on fires. Item number 62. Spragged up a bunch of these on the live stream this past week. Doing a lot of lives lately, just hanging out, chatting with you guys. So if you want to stay on the up and up on that, any live sales that we do, any just random streams, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the bell, all notifications, so you can be in the loop when that happens. We got another red and yellow Goniopora, item number 63. So we're going beyond, because I know that we haven't hit the last coral yet. Regular retail price $45, live sale price $28. So we're going to 64th, I guess. Well, no, we're going beyond that. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Another Ultra 8 can from ACI. Regular retail price $45, live sale price $37. The last one is a very, very happy, slightly expensive zoanthid. With the red blasto. Camera has a little bit of a hard time with this one. That's green in the center, but it's like nuclear green in the camera. Item number 65, $28 for the red blasto. And then this is the last item. We got the Little Shop of Horrors zoanthid. 3 heads, which ahead of this, if you check it online, it's $160 a piece per polyp, which is kind of crazy. You can get the whole frag here, 3 heads for $200. Item number 66. And that is the very last coral on the live sale. So we made it. We had a little hiccup earlier when we did the live sale, but I battled through it. It took me a couple hours to re-render the video, and I had to dump a bunch of old footage to be able to get that to work, because the iMac was acting up. But the live sale, this is going to be running from right now, what we just saw, all the way until Sunday night. At midnight, it will close down. So if you guys are watching this tomorrow or later this evening, and you see a couple corals that you want to have, you can jump over to Corals Unlimited and purchase that over there. And we'll get into how to actually participate in the live sale here in a second. But if you guys got any last words for me, now's the time. I'll hang out for a couple minutes here. We're closed up for the night, so I got a couple minutes to answer some questions or chat it up with you guys. Jen asks, what tank can I put in a 10-gallon? There is no tang that you can put into a 10-gallon tank. I'm not the tang police by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, that's not going to work very well. Success-wise, you'd be wasting some money, because that fish probably wouldn't do very well in that small of a tank. We did, a couple of weeks ago, we got in a fish that I've had struggles with the powder blues. And people always are throwing a word of caution with powder blues, but because they can be a little bit on the aggressive side. But I've always wanted one, and I got in a powder blue hybrid, which is mixed with a whitetail. And not this week, because this week's shipment was an absolute nightmare. Got hung up for a couple days. But the week previous, we got in the spider blue. So he's been here for a week and a couple of days at this point. And last night, after I closed up, went around, fed all the fish, made sure everybody was good. I actually got to feed that fish by hand already, which I was super pumped about being able to do that. Which this fish came in very healthy, very good shape. Was fat, it's eating well. Anytime that you have a fish come in and you have it in quarantine and it's eating really well, as soon as I fed it that night, which I don't typically feed a fish the first day that it's here. I usually let it kind of just settle in, because more often than not, they're not going to eat. But he seemed like he was going to feed, and we put a little bit of food in there for him, and immediately was go for the food. And then last night it was eating nori out of my hand, so I was pretty pumped about that. And that's a fish that I've not had a lot of success with. I've only tried twice in the 15 years that I've been doing this, so maybe this is the go for that fish. But any tank that it goes in, because it's a fish that doesn't, that can be a little bit of aggressive and can get a little bit bigger, it's going to go into a system that there's no more fish that are going into that system, which I got a tank for that. But I got the fiberglass system. I mentioned that briefly. There's going to be some adjustments that we're making with that. I'm going to be plumbing in a 240-gallon custom glass aquarium into that, because one of the fish that's in the fiberglass system eats zoanthids, which is kind of a bummer when you're trying to grow stuff. There's only one zoanthid tile that is in there that has successfully grown. It's on the rack, so excuse me. I'm assuming that it's a bigger fish that can't get up on that rack, because that rack is pretty close to the surface of the water. But all right, folks, so appreciate you hanging out with me. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've been here for a minute and want to stay up on all the stuff that we do here, hit that bell and hit the all notifications so you can be in the loop every time that we do a stream or upload a video. I appreciate you. If you want to participate in today's live sale, we'll get into that in just a second here one more time before we sign off. But sales happen over on coralsunlimited.com. There's a link posted into the chat. There's also one in the description below. The sale is running right now all the way until tomorrow night at midnight. And I wouldn't sit on anything if you're looking to get a certain piece, because if somebody buys it out before you, obviously there's only one of one. Jen asked, when's the next live? I'll probably do like a regular stream during midweek, but the next live sale will probably be mid-March. So we've been doing them weekly. I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm going to do a larger amount of corals on a live sale, but they'll probably not be as frequent, because I've been doing them every week. I've been bouncing between the doing it here on Mad Hatter's Reef and then the Facebook page Corals Unlimited. So if you guys want to stay on the loop on all things Corals Unlimited, check out the Facebook page. You can do that over there. Also, the YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. I haven't done a whole lot with it. I have been posting some videos that I've been putting on sales pages on the website for corals, because I think that's super helpful for somebody that's looking to purchase a coral. I do need to update some of the photos over there, but one-man army, so there's only so much that we can do with the time that we get. But I appreciate you guys. If you want to participate in the live sale, this is how you do it. All right, folks, so we're over at coralsunlimited.com, and if you want to participate in tonight's live sale, look for the logo in the upper left-hand corner just below that, Live Corals. Next to that, live sale, click on that, and it's going to bring you to this page right here. And let's say as we go through this tonight's live sale, you find that item 29, can't live without it, gotta have it, need it. Click on that, and then it's going to bring you to the sales page. Select add to cart, and then once you add it to your cart, you will be able to check out by pushing the big giant blue button that says checkout. Next screen is going to bring you to a couple different options. So if you have shopped with us before, your information will automatically load. If you have not shopped with us, you'll have to put in your email address, and just below your email address it's going to say delivery method. So if you need shipping, this is where you're going to select shipping. But if you live close enough to us that you want to do local pickup, that is an option as well. Putting your shipping address or verify it, make sure that it is correct, and then at the bottom there's a little button. Click on that. It's going to bring you to the next screen, which your information will reload. Make sure that you have live coral, FedEx overnight shipping if you do actually need shipping, and that is a flat rate of $50. And if you exceed $350, you get free shipping. Put in your payment information and you're off to the races. All right, folks, and if you jump over to the live sale page, this is the thumbnail. This right here. This is the live sale you're looking for, live sale thumbnail. And then just check out the video, and I'll post as soon as this is rendered, the live stream into video. I'll put that over on that page as well. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you next time, and take care.